show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the hill in this one, Andrew Abbott. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be.
Lindor.
Command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Just misses with that one.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him looking. 1 away. And next for the Mets, Jake Mangum. Out to short, Seager. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Cody Bellinger up now for the Mets.
Ball, that's low.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Close, but called the ball. And it's 2-2. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. And Bellinger is out. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Back here at Fenway, today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Digging in, Jarren Duran.
Left fielder, number 60, Jarren Duran.
And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's inside.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball 2.
That one misses. Ball 3. In the air to left center. Bellinger sizing it up. One away. Here's Corey Seager.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
That clips a corner.
Well, off to a good start. He's got to get the baseball, work quickly, and move the ball around. And that time, perfect pitch at the knees on the outside corner.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Outside low. Ball one. Inside and it hit him.
That ball got him right there.
Batting third. Designated
So a man at
hitter,
first. Shohei Ohtani up next for the Red Sox. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
Ball. Ball, that's outside.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Everything came together for him. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now a chance for Roman Anthony. That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. So two in scoring position with one out. Nolan Shanuel up next. Out towards right center field. Doyle has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. Both runners tagging from second and third.
He's in there.
And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. So stepping in for Boston, Brett Beatty.
So I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With two outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And the 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Dylan Dingler. First pitch swinging.
No, that's down.
Abbott measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2021.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The 1-2. Now he breaks his back. And they tag him out. Now it's Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
To third, Baden. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting six.
2 down, base is empty. Michael Garcia up now for the Mets.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bottom Bottom of the second. So stepping in for Boston, Luis Garcia.
Second baseman, Luis Garcia.
And that misses. And that's ball one. Nice grab. Throw to first, and they get the out. And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Keibert Ruiz.
Ball. Ball inside.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Hey.
In the air to left center. Doyle makes his way towards it. And there's two away. Cedar Rafaela, the next to hit. And takes low for ball one. On a line out towards center. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Back here at Fenway Park. So now here's the Mets DH, Jacob Young. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Flips it. Nicely done for the out. So up next for New York, David Fry.
David Fry.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play. So digging in, Brenton Doyle.
Hey.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Stays alive. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball inside.
In the air, right field. Anthony on the move towards the line. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
Jarren Duran.
Hey. Ball.
On the ground to short. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single. Now it's Corey Seager. Hit by a pitch his first time and then came around to score. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And another ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Next offering is fouled back. Payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The kick, the 3-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it.
Base hit, center field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nolan Schanuel up next for the Red Sox. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Oh, look at the stop. There's 1. Over to first. And 2. What a play. Brett Beatty now at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
In the air, out towards left center. Doyle under it. That is the inning. Back now at Fenway. Out of the 4th, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's a high chopper. Seager fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Jake Mangum will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. This to third. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bellinger in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. Still stepping in for Boston, Luis Garcia. Smoked on the ground to second. Simeon toss over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Next to hit, Keibert Ruiz. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play. Now the 0-1. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that drops foul.
Nope, that's inside.
This one popped up. Takes it in for the out. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1.
Cedar Rafaela.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bellinger in a full sprint. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back in Boston, we go to the top of the 5th. Dylan Dingler up now for the Mets. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here is Marcus Semien.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Next for the Mets, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Yeah.
Strike on the inside corner. This one in the air center field. Rafaela settles under this one. And there's one down. 2 aboard with 1 out. And now Jacob Young grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ball popped up. And the infield fly rule called. So up next for New York, David Fry. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Back here in Fenway, now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
Jarren Duran.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So now it's Corey Seager. Seager in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. That clips the corner.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Lindor, that's 1. A sensational double play. Shohei Ohtani now. He made an immediate impact when he joined the league back in 2018.
He sure did, Boog. Ohtani singled in his first at-bat, won his first game on the mound, and then hit his first home run the next day. No adjustment period needed whatsoever.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one missed. That's in there. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Anthony up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
Nope, outside.
And that's another ball. There's the strike. Ohtani off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. That is the inning. Back inside Fenway Park, all set for the top of the 6th. Brenton Doyle up now for the Mets. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Lindor in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Right through there for a strike.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But
runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts. Stepping in, Jake Mangum. Tap foul at the plate.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses in. Throw down, and he's out. And that wasn't close.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Hey!
On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. That's out number 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. So stepping in for Boston, Nolan Shotwell. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Brock Burke.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Hey!
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Out to short, Lindor. Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Brett Beatty up next for the Red Sox. Pinch hitter coming on, Gabriel Arias. Looking to start something with one gone.
Nope, that's a ball.
In the air to left center, Doyle in position. 2 down. And now it's Luis Garcia. He's grounded out a couple of times. So now a pinch hitter, Tyler Freeman, trying to get something going for him with 2 away.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. Swinging a foul out of play.
Ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Top of inning number 7. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Dylan Dingler. And first offering is fouled off. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it.
And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Javier Assad.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's going to be Marcus Semien.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mets.
One out man at first. Michael Garcia digs in now. And there's a foul ball. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Man at first, one away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Mets.
Jacob Young, the next to hit. Bunted back towards the mound. To first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that is strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and there's one down.
Up next for the
So back to the top of the order. Now batting Jaron Duran, 1 for 3. That one lifted to left. Bellinger should have this one. And there's 2 away. Here comes Corey Seager.
For the Red Sox, shortstop Corey Seager.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
The 1-2. And that one is inside. That's way outside. Full count now. That one ripped. And that is that. Back here at Fenway, we're at the top of the 8th. David Fry up now for the Mets. To the right side. Shanuel steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the
So up
Mets,
next for New York,
fielder,
Brenton Doyle. 1 for 2. Assad, 6'1" righty, 28 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Struck him out swinging. That K is his third of the game. Back to the top of the order now. Francisco Lindor getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Oh, great stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here now the Red Sox DH, Shohei Ohtani. So they turn things over to the righty, Edgardo Henriquez.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
That's the ball.
On the ground to first, and that one handled. No play. That's an infield single. Man at first, Roman Anthony will hit next. Shohei on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball 2.
And a base hit right there. And that's a 1-out single. Now, Nolan Schanuel. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab. The relay throw. Back to first, and they got him. Double play. Back here in Boston. All set to start the 9th in this one. Jake Mangum up now for the Mets. Laser. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The next offering misses. 3-2 now. Up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. They're on the board. 4-1.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And that's in for a strike. Squirts away a little bit, throws to second, tag, saved at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. So up next for New York, Marcus Semien.
Inside ball.
Bellinger over at second, 1 down. And that one is lifted in the air. Rafaela gets under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So it's their last chance in this one. So up next for New York, Michael Garcia. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Just a slow ground ball this time. Freeman. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Abbott with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you.